All right. Okay. Hello, ladies. Say hello when you come on and also say hello when you're watching the replay. So I have a few topics to talk about tonight. Really, really long. But there was one on bone density that I was going to cover in a post, and I thought I might just add this to the video because it won't take me too long to talk about what I know about this. But we're also going to talk about staying on track, which seems to be a tough one for some people. And of course it is, right? And also about how to handle, which is part of staying on track. How do you handle it when other people around you, especially who live in your home, may be eating some of the foods you like, but you know you shouldn't be eating, and you're around that temptation, and it's so hard, right? You're like, oh, I really want that food. So those are the things we're going to talk about in this video. I'm just going to post in the group that I'm live for anybody who can't see it. When you're in the Facebook group and you don't see me come on live, you have to kind of like refresh. That's just the way it works. Facebook is really doesn't always show someone who just pops on live. So that's what I got to do. I should have been in the group here. I was in my other group, my 30-day program. I was just doing a live video there for the group. Mind, Body, Soul Reset. We're doing the hormone reset in that group. I'm going to just tell people I am on live now. Refresh. Okay, there we go. Hello, those. When you come on, say hello. So I'd love to know who's watching. How you found me would be really cool. Did you find me on YouTube? Did you find me on Facebook? How did you hear about me? Are you new to this group? I would love to know if you're new to this group. And if you are new, welcome. So happy to have you. I just want to take a minute for those newer people to also let you know I have tons of videos on YouTube under Diana Marchand. I probably have almost 800, 700 videos or so. I've been doing them since 2010 or 2011. So I have so many videos on there. I also have dianamarchand.com, which is my website, where I have some free trainings, really amazing free trainings up there that you can check out. 3 keys to midlife weight loss and prepping and planning to eat healthy all week. I have those. So yeah, and I also have a Where to Start program, which is the exact place to start in midlife, and it talks completely about the foods to eat, the foods not to eat, how to do it for weight loss, energy, and vibrant health in midlife while you're going through the midlife change. That is the Where to Start program, and that's on my website too, dianamarchand.com. Up in the menu bar, you will see that. And that is definitely the place to start. It's a self-study program. You can do it anytime. It's only $97. It is absolutely amazing, and oh my God, you're going to learn everything. You're going to learn so much. Okay, so let's talk today. And I want you guys to also comment below, answer the questions, whatever. Are you somebody who stays on track with things, no problem? Or do you have a problem with that kind of on again, off again, losing your way? Or maybe you are somebody who the other topic is like where you live with people and they're eating some of the foods you want to eat, and it's so hard for you to say no, right? So then you end up sometimes eating your healthy food, but then you want to pick at theirs, or you go into the fridge later and you end up eating their food too. And then it's like, oh my God, I just ate all that starch, or ate all that cheese or whatever, right? And eating those foods. So we're going to talk about that also, okay? How to deal with that. So staying on track and why some people do and why some people can't. It is the way you think about it, or what you think staying on track is. And so what I find is many women think that staying on track means that you eat healthy all the time. And if you don't, then you're off track. Is that what most people think? That's actually not really true. That would be expecting yourself to be perfect all the time. And no one does that. And I certainly don't do that. So what I mean by staying on track, and what really we need to mean by staying on track, like healthy eating, exercising, any of those types of things, is that it is your life. So it's like I'm the type of person, you identify usually as the type of person who. So I'm the type of person who eats healthy pretty much all the time, but I do love my snacks. So sometimes I'll eat this, or when I'm at a party, I'll eat this, or when I go out, I eat that. And that's the way you talk about it. That's the way I do. It doesn't bother you. You know inside you that you're the person who eats healthy mostly all the time. That's just who you are. So it's easy. You identify as that. You are able to stay on track because that's who you are, right? It's who you are. That's your life. It is your life. So people who are not able to stay on track have a belief that's not them, right? So their belief and their identity is somebody who doesn't stay on track. I just can't stay perfect. I can't be consistent. I eat really well for a while and then I don't. And then I fall off. Something happens. Then I eat junk. That's just what I do. Okay. So if you are somebody who can't stay on track, note that you have identified as that because of your past behavior. And also because of the way you think about your behavior. So let's say if you're doing really well, 2 or 3 weeks, even 4 weeks, you're eating really healthy consistently, you're feeling amazing, you might be beginning to lose weight, you're just like, oh my God, I feel so good. Everybody's saying how good you look. And then you have a night out with friends. And you're kind of like, I don't know if I want to go because what if I eat crap and then I fall off and then everything's ruined, right? That's not the way to think about it. That is not the way I would think about it. Somebody who eats healthy pretty much always. That's not the way we think about it. We think that, oh my God, yeah, of course I'm going to go out for dinner and have fun with my friends. That's it. What am I going to eat when I get there? I'll decide when I get there. If I want to have French fries, I'm going to have French fries. If I want to have a burger, I'm going to have a burger. Because I know that the next day, of course, I eat healthy. Because I'm the type of person who eats healthy mostly all the time. That is just who I am. So there's no guilt. There's no nervousness. There's no anxiety. There's no, oh my God, what if I do this? Oh my God, what if I eat this? Oh my God, I'm going to binge. I'm going to eat a whole bunch of stuff. And then the next day I'm going to get up and get a whole bag of potato chips. And then it's just going to skyrocket. And it's just going to go all downhill from there. Right? That is your making it a huge deal. Okay? You're the one preventing you because you have all this story and excuses and this whole image and behavior built up around eating bad for one meal, right? I went out with my girlfriends. We had way too much wine. I ate potato chips. I had fries. I had lasagna, whatever it is, whatever. I don't eat those foods. I mean, I eat fries, but not lasagna, but whatever. Doesn't matter. If you did go out and eat that in one meal, that's okay. That's where it stays, in that one meal. Because you are the person who consistently eats healthy, of course, right? So I wake up tomorrow and I just eat healthy like normal because my normal is eating healthy, right? That's when you stay on track. There's no problem staying on track when that is your life. I'm the type of person who eats healthy consistently. These are my habits. These are what I do. These are my beliefs. So of course, right, if you don't have those beliefs yet, we missed you we had our call in the 30-day group, Barbara, at 5:30 p.m. That's over. It's in the group Mind, Body, Soul Reset. So you can go there to check out the video I just did for you guys. But thank you for popping on this video. So I'm just about to talk about your topic, Barbara. So I just talked about why not staying on track, why some people can't stay on track. And it's basically just because you have this belief you're the type that can't stay on track and because you're not the person yet who does stay on track. And so you still believe that you can't or that it's impossible or that it's hard to stay on track. And staying on track does not mean 100% all the time. It just means that most of the time I eat healthy. And when I do eat a meal that is not what I would consider what I should eat, that's okay. No big deal. It's one meal. It's not going to affect me. It's not going to affect me. I eat good tomorrow. What's the big deal? Right? So it's all mindset, how you think about yourself, the expectations you put on yourself, the meaning you put to the act. So the act of going out and eating, let's say a cheeseburger and fries, example, whatever, the meaning you put on that is what affects it. So if you say, oh my God, I'm a bad person, I'm a horrible person, I'm a failure, I did it again. That means I'm a bad person. That means I'm unhealthy. That means I don't care about myself. That must mean I'm undeserving. I'm just not worthy. All of those labels and all of that meaning you put on that one simple little act of having that cheeseburger and fries. That's what keeps you on again, off again. Okay? So it's your labels. It's the way you think about things that screw everything up for you. So I want you to get really clear. When I do whatever, binge on cookies, eat a hamburger, which is nothing bad. Like I say, you can have a hamburger every once in a while. It's nothing to do with anything. It's that your thoughts that you can never have one, or that you're bad if you do have one, or things like that, that flips you up, that trips you up, that keeps you in this weird state, right? So really get to, what do you believe? What do you believe about yourself if you do eat something you think you shouldn't eat, right? Or if you do binge for a day or two. And the thing is that when you change your beliefs around it, when you forgive yourself, when you don't make it a big deal, you rarely binge for 1 or 2 days. You get to the point where you're like, oh, I ate that. I'm not feeling too good right now. Probably won't feel good tomorrow, but tomorrow I'm back to eating healthy, so I'll start feeling better really fast again. That's all it is, right? It's when you say, oh my God, I might as well just eat crap, because what's the point? What's the point? What's the point? I might as well just eat crap because I ate crap yesterday and I'm just going to continue it, and I failed and I feel like crap now, so I might as well just eat more crap so I can continue to feel like crap. And what's the point? Nothing's ever going to work for me, and nothing is working. Nothing makes a difference. You see what I mean? It's the victim. It's the way you think about yourself. It's the way you think about the act of what you just did. So a really good thing to do is write all that down on paper and see, oh my God, that's really what I believe about myself. That's really what I believe when I do something like that. I see these things now on paper. Okay, so if you're somebody who can't stay on track, if you think those things, write them on paper and see, read it back to yourself. Oh my God, this is what I go through. Okay, and then how do you choose now to be when something like that happens? Well, I choose to see it as, oh, well, it's all right. I get to have that every once in a while, because most of the time I eat healthy, right? You can write out statements like, I now choose to eat healthy 80% of the time. I now choose to know that I get to feed and fuel and love my body by eating foods that fill it up and fuel it properly, right? I choose now to experience more energy and vibrant health, and I know what I'm going to do to experience that. I choose now to love myself no matter what. I choose now to focus on my health no matter what happens, no matter what comes up. I choose now to never give up. I choose now to know that healthy eating and living is a lifestyle. There's no end to it. There's no diet. I never have to diet again. I'm so happy and grateful that I never have to diet again. I love feeding and fueling my body with nutrient foods, or with foods that make me feel good and that are good for my body. I now choose to stay on this path. I'm so happy and grateful that I'm doing these wonderful things for my body. See what I mean? If you journal on things like that, if you write those things out, if you believe that, if you think that, and you may not believe it now, but the more you do it, and the more you say those things, and the more you express these things, and the more you think these thoughts, that will then become your truth. So it's also important to know, what is your truth? What do you want your truth to be like? What do you want your truth to be? Okay? Shirley. Hey. Yeah, I can't remember. You were going to come into the group, right? But then you said you couldn't, I think. So what foods should you stay away from, Shirley? This is so I could tell you, but you're still going to miss a whole bunch of things. It's more important what you bring in, what you eat more of. Okay? Some of the things that cause the weight gain, and that doesn't mean they're not healthy. It just means what things cause weight gain in perimenopause. Sugar, any sweets, any desserts, any breads, any muffins, any gluten, any wheat products, any rice, bagels, potatoes, sweet potatoes, pastas, cheeses, oatmeal, bananas, a lot of fruit. Eating fruit on their own, not good. So a lot of those things, okay? What you need way more is vegetables and fresh greens. Vegetables and greens, vegetables and greens, vegetables and greens, vegetables and greens, vegetables and greens. Good fats. That's what you need more of. More than you can ever imagine. And why I know that is because people come in my programs and I still have to remind them, you need more of that. You need more of that. You need more of that. Super powders, superfoods, really good fats for your body. Really good fats are really important. Some, different ways of preparing nuts and seeds, different ways of preparing certain vegetables and stuff. Smoothies, right? Having 2 smoothies a day, having warm lemon water in the morning. So your smoothies really need to be nutrient dense. They need to have fresh greens in them too, some super powders. You need a lot of minerals. You need a lot of trace minerals, lots and lots, more than ever before. Kind of like when you're pregnant, you want really good, so you need supplements, super powders, really feeding and fueling your body, high nutrition, lots of really good fibers and good fats, and a lot less starch, like beans, lentils, potatoes, pastas, all of those things, decreasing them. It's not like you can never have them. It's just greatly decreasing them. Okay. And in my programs, I have things like different flatbreads and stuff made out of buckwheat and certain things that you can have. Different breakfast ideas that you can have that won't put on the fat. A lot of ideas, and that's why doing the programs is so great, because you get like, oh my God, this is what I can have, right? Instead of taking away so much of what you used to eat, but not knowing what to put instead, replace instead, okay? So that's a big part of it. If you just decrease your food or count calories or decrease calories, that's not the way to do it at all. That can confuse you a lot, and that can cause a lot of problems in your body. And you need to decrease stress, because if you have consistent stress, your body will not release weight. And also need to look at the way you combine foods and how you're eating various foods. That can make a really big difference too. Okay, good question. Now we're going to talk about, you might, I'm not sure if you did, Shirley, I have a really good program, free training. It's called 3 Keys to Midlife Weight Loss, and that is on my website, dianamarchand.com. So for sure, anybody who hasn't signed up for that, it's free. 3 Keys to Midlife Weight Loss on my website, dianamarchand.com. It's free. It's an amazing video, and you get some recipes and you get handouts, and it's all free. It's so good. So it's a really, really good free training to sign up. It will give you so much in-depth information. I have slides. I do like a webinar form for what to eat. One whole 1-hour video on the eating, and then a video on stress, and a video on the hormones that affect your weight, energy, and health during menopause and perimenopause. So that is on my website. It's the best I've ever done. So that is really good to look up and learn, look into. It'll give you tons of information. And let's see, the other thing I was going to talk about today is how to handle it at home when other people around you are eating the foods you want to eat. Let's say your kids are, or your husband are, or other people in your life, and they're wanting to eat the cheese, and they're eating the cheese, and they're having the potato chips, and they're having the potatoes, and they're having all of these things. And you're looking at them going, oh my God, I want that food and I can't have it, right? Let me just see. It's also, you're so welcome. Hi, Barbara. Yes, Barbara, that's you. This is your topic. So I did cover this in our also video in the Body, Mind, Soul Reset, Barbara, that I did tonight. So you can watch that. I covered this topic too. But because it was such a good question, right? It really deals with you. So it is your commitment to yourself. So if you look at those foods and you go, and if you have the mindset, let's say, oh, I'm so frustrated. I'm so sick of eating boring foods. Why do I have to eat healthy when everybody else around me gets to eat those foods? I so miss those foods. I love those foods. They taste so good. I have to eat all this crappy food. Why is my body like this? Why am I gaining weight? I hate this. This is just frustrating me so mad. Which is totally normal to think those thoughts. Okay? But if you're thinking that way, it's going to be hard. But that's where you are now. So you just go, oh my God, those are the thoughts that are coming up. So what I always suggest is write out in your journal what thoughts you think when that happens, what your feelings are, your thoughts and feelings are. So you can see what's going on underneath. And then it's of course about you deciding, well, how am I choosing to feel? How am I choosing to live my life? I am in midlife. My body is going through this change or has changed. My body reacts differently to foods. I can't eat like that anymore. So I get to choose. I can choose to have that type of stuff every once in a while and love it and have it as a treat and enjoy it completely. But most of the time I eat healthy. So I'm okay having that every once in a while. And of course, right? So when you become the person who says, oh my God, I love that food. I'm going to have a little bit tonight. Or I'm going to have a little bit next week, or once a week, I get to have some of that. But you know that the rest of the time you eat healthy food. That is who you are. I'm the type of person that consistently eats really healthy food, but I also get to enjoy some of those things sometime. No guilt, no shame, no story, no excuses, no victim. So when you go into the victim mode of why me, why do I have to do this? I'm so sick of this. I'm so bored. This food is so bland. This food is so boring. Why do I have to do this? That is being the victim. So you're coming from a place of powerlessness, not being powerful, not feeling powerful. So then you have a choice, right? To go, okay, whoa, I don't like feeling like that. But it's only me that's making myself feel like that. So how do I would like to feel? Well, I'd like to feel empowered. I'd like to feel powerful. I'd like to be the person who's like, I'm powerful. I get to choose these things. Okay. Sarita, hello. I did a video in our Body, Mind, Soul Reset program, Sarita. So make sure to watch that at 5:30. That's when we had our Body, Mind, Soul Reset video at 5:30, Sarita. So watch that in our program group. Yeah, so it's like really, it's really coming down to I choose me. And so it's also your identity, right? I am the type of person who does eat healthy consistently. Or I'm the type of person that feels sorry for myself when I see that food and I feel so tempted and so conflicted. And why don't I just eat it? Because nothing works for me anyways, right? So it's really about you choosing. Who do you choose to be? How do you choose to react? How do you choose to feel about that? So I could be standing right next to you or someone else, and your daughter, boyfriend, whatever, could be eating the nachos, which I love. I love nachos. Let's say nachos one night, right? And we're standing there, and you would think about it one way, and I would think about it a completely different way. But it's the same situation in front of both of us. See what I mean? So it's really like, it's not the situation, it's your thoughts about it. So it's like, do I choose to continue these thoughts? Or do I choose, how can I change it, right? So that's what I mean. It's like, oh my God, like every once in a while I get to have nachos. This is great. And I'm going to enjoy them fully and completely. But it's only one dish of nachos. The next day I eat healthy. The day after that I eat healthy. The day after that I eat healthy. The day after that I eat healthy. And it doesn't mean eat healthy every single meal, every time, every day, perfectly, right? That's not what it means. Because no one can sustain that. It means that most of the time I eat really healthy foods. Sometimes, yes, I may get tempted. And so I go down that rabbit hole, which is fine. Or sometimes I go out with friends and I decide to have wine and I decide to have French fries and I decide to have lasagna, whatever, right? That's your choice in that moment, and make it a powerful choice. Make it your choice. Don't blame other people. Don't blame something else. Don't blame circumstances. Know that you chose it. So it's like, I see that I chose to eat this right now. How do I feel about that? You can choose to feel fine. I loved it. It was fantastic. I enjoyed every moment of eating that. And that's it. End of story. End of excuses. Done. No emotion, no attachment. And then the next day you wake up and you start your healthy eating again. You start your normal. So when your normal is eating healthy, you will stay on track always, because we always revert back to what is normal for us. If you're noticing your normal is eating unhealthy most of the time, on again, off again, not eating so great, but every once in a while I eat really healthy, right? Then it's flipped. That's all. So you need a bit of discipline to get yourself eating healthy most of the time, like taking a program, and then making that your new normal. When your normal is eating healthy consistently, you will stay with it, always, until you flip it. Till something happens where you flip it. Then all you do it again is flip it again. My normal is eating healthy most of the time again. So you're always in charge of yourself, always. So remember that you are an empowered person. You are in charge of yourself. Whatever it takes for you to change that, you do it. Okay? Do it. What do you think it's going to take for you? Building new beliefs. And Barbara, we do that in the mind, body, soul reset. So you're going to be working through that anyways, which is really good. So how can you do these things for yourself? To look at it in a different way, to feel about it in a different way, to build different habits, different beliefs, different thoughts, different, all of those things, right? Yeah, there's no sense blame. Well, you are to fault. It is your fault. But don't attach a label to that. Like, you don't say, oh my God, I'm a bad person. No. I ate it. I chose to eat it. End of story. I chose to eat it. And then what am I going to choose tomorrow? What am I going to choose in my next meal? I get to choose next time. I will choose something next time, right? So it's like you just turn it around right away, stop the story, stop going downhill, and flip it to what you desire. What do I desire? Because what you focus on expands, right? What you believe you will create in your life. What you believe you will receive. If you believe nothing's ever going to work for you and you're never going to lose weight, that's exactly what's going to happen. If you believe that healthy food is boring and it doesn't work anyways and it makes no difference in your life, you're not going to stick with it. So if you just popped on, watch the video from the beginning, because I give you a lot of statements you can use too that are really powerful that you can write out to help you with all of this too. So get a pen and paper and watch from the beginning and write out and stop the video because I talk fast, and write out some of those statements. Do you guys have any other questions? And for those in my 30-day program, make sure you go to Body, Mind, Soul Reset program, Facebook group, and watch the video I did in there at 5:30. All right. Is coconut oil good? Yes, it is. Avocado is good. Avocado oil is good. If you're not sure oil, look up good oils. What are good oils? Yep. Perfect. All right, ladies. I think that's it. So feel free to be in this group and post any video topics you would like me to cover now in the future, because that's the way I like to do it. I really like to make sure that I'm talking about things you're interested in. And if you're wanting to work one-on-one with me, I have one-on-one coaching, all different price ranges. I do just 1 sessions with recipes. So 1 hour session with recipes to really get you specifically for you on where you need to start, some actions you get to take, and then the recipes that go along with that. I do a package of 3 one-on-one sessions. So there's something for everybody at an affordable price. And then I do also 4 weeks of one-on-one where you get your own website with all your information, all your videos for you, recipes for you, 1 hour of coaching live, like a week with me on audio or video audio. So we're talking to each other. And then I have my programs that run too. And remember, my Where to Start program is on my website, and it is only $97, and it is the exact program to take on where to start in midlife. The foods to eat, the foods not to eat, the recipes, tons and tons of fantastic recipes, video recipes, handouts, everything. You always have that. It'll always be on the website. You have access to it at all times. So you can always get your recipes and watch the videos up there. That is the Where to Start program. And you can find that at dianamarchand.com. Thank you. We'll catch... I know, Barbara. Sorry. I know. I thought that might confuse people. Sorry about that. I feel bad. Yeah. I know. Didn't explain it very well. So much love to you guys. Thank you so much for being here and for focusing on you and your health. Good on you, especially during this time. It is so very important. All right. Much love to you. Bye-bye.